So I don't know how many of you have ever been into Facebook's ad manager with even running ads on Facebook. Has anybody tried to run ads on Facebook?
Yeah, I have. It's been, I would say, a year or so since I've been on it, so I don't know if it's changed.
No, it's Facebook leads are long-term leads, and I do run some campaigns, as you can tell if you can read my screen. But this, whether or not like Facebook ads or you like the leads that come from there, this tool is pretty good to, like I said, stay in front of your COI. So what you need to do first is to create what's known as a custom audience in Facebook terms. So oh, sorry about that, clicked the wrong thing. So on your left here, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Go away. There we go. If you click on the three little sandwich menus here, you can see there's something called audiences. So the first thing you need to do is create a custom audience. And if you, for instance, want to stay in front of everybody in your Google contacts, you just have to export those, and I'm just going to quickly show you how to do that. So if you go into Google contacts, you have them all there. All you need to do is click on the first one, and then this little thing comes up, and you can just click all here, and then you have selected all of them. And now you have the option to export all your Google contacts into a CSV file. And you don't ever really have to think a lot about it. You just export them as they are. And it takes, choose the Google CSV, click export, and it should be in a matter of seconds, you have a file. So again, go back to your ads manager, and then you click on create audience, custom audience. And now you select customer list, because that's what you had. Click next. And then you can, hang on, what are we doing? Import. Come on. Click next. There you go. You don't have a customer value. That's a dollar value of your customers. So click next. And then you can just upload the file you had. Contacts CSV. And you can name your audience. You can call it Google Contacts. I need to call it Google Contacts 2 because I already have one of those. You can also add a description. So I mean, if you have a lot of them, you can describe that this was the one uploaded on today or whatever you want to call it, but usually just naming it would be enough. Click next. And then it'll tell you that it has mapped one of the fields, the email field, and then it has 88 fields that are unmapped. And you want to map as many as you can, because the more information you give Facebook, the easier it is for them to find these people. So you want to do the first name, which in Google terms is given name. And I mean, the ones that, I mean, I have some app files in my Google contacts. Doesn't matter, just let them import, because they're only going to use the ones that actually has some kind of value that they can use. You can, and then the family name is the last name. And then scroll down till you find the first phone number, which we presume is the main phone number. Phone one value, add that to phone number. You can only import one phone number at a time. So now you can click import and create. Takes a little while. There you go, 1033 rows imported. And you can do the same for your CRM. If you have contacts somewhere else, like in MailChimp or anywhere you have contacts, if you have a name, phone number, and an email, there's a pretty good chance that Facebook can find them if you upload them as a custom audience. So once you're done uploading your various audiences, they will look a bit like this. And for approximately 48 hours, it'll say that the audience size is not available, because that's how long it takes for Facebook to work out who's who. The reason mine from 2019 is not available is that I actually updated yesterday to just to remind myself how to do this. So I'm going to delete this one because I actually already did this yesterday. So another custom audience you should create is going here, custom audiences, meta sources. Who visited your Facebook page? Who has seen your Facebook listings? And who's been watching your videos? So if we, for instance, take who's visited my Facebook page in the last 180 days, that's as far back as they go. There, I already had that audience, but I'll just go quickly through it. Just click that one, click next. And then you create the page you want to use. And actually, oh, now they can retain for 365 days. Great. And then it'll be everyone who engaged with your page, or you can choose anyone who likes to follow your page or anyone who visited your page. I like to do just anybody who visited my page, because that means that they've just been there once for whatever reason, this campaign will target them. And then you can name your audience and click create audience, and you're on your way. So like I said, contacts from your phone, Google, CRM, and anybody who's visited your page. And if you have a website, get a pixel installed so you can also create this one, who's been visiting my website. Now you have the ultimate follow-up tool. Now we just need to create an ad for it. So, any questions so far?
Yes,
No questions.
I'm sorry, I kind of lost how you got to this create audience page in the first.
Okay, we can go back. When you log into your, but let's take that from the top. Go to business.facebook.com.
Yeah.
And then I have a multitude of ad accounts. So most people only have one or two. So I have to choose the one that I want to work with, if this thing will click. So I just picked a random one. Then you go to all tools here.
Okay.
And then you go to audiences, and that's where you build your custom audiences.
Perfect. Okay, got it.
And if you don't have an audience, it will look like this.
Yep.
I'll do another one on how to use lookalike audiences, but just not to confuse things. I'll stick to just a custom audience for people you actually know here. So now you go back out, and then you go to Ads Manager. And I'll actually just work with this account because it'll probably look like most of your accounts if you haven't used Facebook ads before. This is a totally blank slate. Actually, no, sorry, I can't do that because I didn't create a custom audience for this. So I'm going to have to work with this one. So after a while, when you've done it, it will look like this. Tons of campaigns. So you start with creating a campaign. And since what you're trying to do here is trying to stay in front of people, I like to use the awareness campaign. You can also use traffic, but you're basically just trying to get your face in front of people as many times as possible whenever they go and waste time on Facebook. And then you can call the campaign whatever. So I will just call it COI, follow up, for instance. And this is pretty important because we're in real estate. We are in what they call a special ad category. So you need to select housing. If you do not do this, Facebook will reject your ad. And if you keep not doing this, they will ban you from advertising on Facebook. I speak of experience. I have been banned. So then this is all you need to do this on this page. There are a few other options, but just leave them as they are. And then click next. And then they go to what they call ad sets. You can have several ad sets, which is basically what word says, sets of ads within a campaign. So I just call it ad set 1 in case I want to do more. And then I need to select again. I don't know why they keep doing it because I already told them which one I want to work with, but Facebook page, my Facebook page. For now, I'll leave the dynamic creative off and everything else. And the good thing about this one, you should be able to do this for as little as $1 a day and still stay in front of people, because this is only targeting people you know. So we could set this for $1. Sometimes it insists on you spending $2 a day. So, but it seems like it's okay with $1 a day. You can select an area you want to, a location you want to run the ad in. Since I know people from all over, I just select the United States, because if you, for instance, select Lee County here or Fort Myers, it'll only be those of your contacts that are actually in that area that it'll target. So if you have somebody in the Northeast that has done business with you before, they will not be targeted. And then now we select the audience we want, because if we leave this, it'll target anyone in the United States from 18 to 65 and all genders. And one of the things when you run a special category ad is that you're not allowed to change the age setting or the gender setting, because to avoid any kinds of discrimination. So the one I'm going to select for now is my Google contacts, but ideally, if you create these custom audiences, you should select all of them, unless you want to run different ads for different types of contacts. So I guess in theory, you could run an ad that's only targeting family members, so, or only people who've been buyers, or only people who've been sellers. But to keep it simple, I would just do everything in one go. Steve, did you want to ask anything? I see you pop up.
No, I just switched over from my phone to my laptop. Thanks.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So I would just select as many customer lists as possible here and just run the same ad to all of them. And also choose automatic placement. And the same budget shared between all the ads, because remember, we don't, I mean, unless you know tens of thousands of people, it's really not that many people you're targeting. So there's no point in spending too much money, because that would, if you spend too much money, all Facebook will do is run every time they go on Facebook, they'll see your face, and that might be a little over the top. With my budget here, I can reach up to 97 people in a day, and I have about, I guess, excluding app files, probably 500 people in my Google contacts that Facebook can find, maybe even less than that. And then if I add my CRM, etc., then we're probably talking about targeting people every third or fourth time they're going on Facebook. Then we click next. And now you have to create an ad. And I would create a really simple one. Something with just your picture and a picture of a house and something like, say, hi, this is Beth. I sell real estate in Central Florida. So if you have any buying or selling real estate needs, contact me. Something really, really, really simple, just to remind people who you are and what you do. Exactly how you do if you send them a mailer or give them a phone call and say, how are you doing? Something like that. And you can use Canva to create a simple ad. Does anyone want me to create the ad, or because that will be highly individual what you want to put in there.
Then random question. I have someone in the waiting room. Sorry. I was
Yes.
trying to message you private. Becky Farley.
I don't know.
They can stay waiting then.
I have a feeling it could be Kelly Niles maybe, because she has had some issues with her regular email and maybe she's using someone else. We can let that person in and then kick them out again if they're not somebody we know.
All right, letting in.
This is exciting. That might be.
Ben, are you seeing any interaction on these ads or like any like direct results, or is this just for kind of like consistent branding in your face?
This is just to get the reaction, I see you everywhere. And actually, to be honest, I haven't done this for quite a while. I was the reason I suggested we did this today is because I decided the other day I wanted to start doing it again. So I haven't done it for a while, and only because I changed bits around and then I forgot to reactivate the campaign. So I haven't had any results from them for the last year and a half because I haven't been running it for a year and a half. So,
Gotcha.
but yes, what I do get is, oh, I saw your face on Facebook the other day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And did you go over how much you're spending yet on this?
$1 a day.
$1 a day. Okay.
I wouldn't spend more than $1, maybe $2 a day. I mean, if like I said before, sometimes Facebook, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure if it's the type of campaign or whatever. When I try to run a campaign, I want to test it out with $1 a day. They say, well, you can't spend this little, you have to spend $2 a day. And I haven't really figured out when that happens, but it does happen sometimes. So if they won't let you spend $1, spend $2, but don't spend more than that.
Can someone tell me who just jumped on with the name Becky Farley? Hello.
Hey. Who is Becky?
I don't know. Linda Lambert invited me. Okay. Hi, Becky. That makes sense.
Oh, I think they worked on a transaction recently together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the
Yeah.
club,
Well, welcome on board. We just want to know who is
Yeah.
it.
So, okay, you
Um,
can continue, Ben.
Ben, are you doing this for LinkedIn as well?
I am not.
Those are just organic posts that I see.
Yes.
Gotcha. Nice work on that. I see that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we try to post at least once a day. I must say I haven't had really any responses from the LinkedIn post, but I keep going because I believe in consistency.
Are you doing the same post on LinkedIn that you're doing on like Instagram?
For these ones?
No, like the same ones that you're posting on LinkedIn, like Steve was just
Oh,
asking.
yeah. It's the
Same
same
ones,
post
right?
we post on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Okay.
And sometimes even on Twitter, but I don't do Twitter much because I have 14 followers on Twitter.
Oh.
There's a limit to how many social media accounts you can keep active.
Okay.
But like I said, I mean, I can the type. Let me, since we show you what type of ad I would create for this. Can you still see did my screen change?
Yep. We can see it.
Okay. Okay. So I would simply just do a there we go. Facebook post. And then I would do something really, really simple, like I love the picture. And maybe not this house, but just a house. But it's just the one that came up. Something like this. I mean, this is very simple, but something that's just something that shows real estate. And like I said, not this house, but maybe a nicer house. And then a picture of yourself.
Got it.
You could also use one of their many templates and do something really nice. Just try not to overcomplicate it.
I've used Fiverr a lot for even YouTube thumbnails, and they're super cheap, and a lot of them are pretty high quality.
The only thing I would say is maybe create 3 or 4 different ads. They can have the same wording in it. The text really doesn't matter that much as long as it says who you are, what you do, and have a call to action. Like, I mean, I don't think a lot of people are going to call you for these, but it is as a reminder of who you are and what you do. But that text could be the same in all of them, but different pictures, different ads. Maybe one with your picture to the left, one with the picture to the right, and another house or a swimming pool or whatever. Something that makes them different, because these people are going to see you a lot. And if they see the same image every time, they are going to go tired of it. I actually did it in 30 minutes or less. So because I'm basically done now. All you need to do now, once you created your ad, is click publish and wait for Facebook to approve the ad, which usually takes anywhere from 5 minutes to 24 hours.
I have a question there.
Yep.
So when you said to use different pictures, as far as putting the picture to the right or left, is it on that one ad? Is it more than one picture that we're adding, or we're running different campaigns?
No, I would create. Let's do this one finished. Then let's finish this ad, because that's probably a good idea. And then I'll show you what I mean, if I can find it here. I just download this one. There we go. And then go back. There we go. So we have the where's the? It always picks some creative from one of your Facebook pages. So I just deleted that, and then we click Add Media, and then we can upload the picture we just made. This lovely one here. Then it'll show you how it looks in various formats, and you can change it so it matches, or you can just use the original, so it has a little bit of white space on top of bottom. But I usually change it, and if it doesn't look good, I go back and redo the post. You can crop it a little bit here. Did you want me to be in the picture still? There you go. And this one cannot be, this one also looks relatively good. So click done. And then you have your primary text, and I actually have one. I have one prepared earlier. Just want to see it. So. You're gonna laugh now, but that's okay. Get through this too many typos. Something simple like this. Like I said, make up your own stuff. You can even do different variations on the same picture. I don't think that's necessary for this type of ad. You can also add a link to your website. If you have if you want to drive people to your website, again, I don't think a lot of people. The best thing is when you talk to people, they remember who you are because they've seen you constantly every time. That's what you're paying for, in my humble opinion. But if you want to, and then it's not gonna like that, because my pixel is not linked to that website. So that's basically the ad done. You can change the learn more is perfect. You can also say, in our case, actually, that's the best one for this, the learn more. So that's it. And as you can see, I have a pixel connected to my, so I could actually use this to retarget my website visitors, but that's for another roundtable. So then you just click publish, and it will publish. And what I mean is then okay, come on. Come on. Go away. So what you could do now is, now you created one ad, and then you could create another one with a slightly different picture in it. And it will be running on the same campaign. And what Facebook would do is it'll take, sometimes it'll show this ad, sometimes it'll show the other one. And the only slight downside is, if you want a variety, is that if Facebook finds out that one ad is looked more at than other ads, it will run those looked more at ads more often. But I still think you should maybe create 3 or 4 different pictures and run as 3 or 4 different ads. Make sense or not at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you thinking like maybe an ad that targets buyers and then maybe an ad that targets sellers, or? Is that
This
what you're
is not
saying?
for that. No, that would be a different ad. This is an ad that says, no, they, like I said, they should have the same wording. It's just show them a big different picture every time you flip different pictures of yourself. This is basically just to say, hey, I'm Bent and I sell homes in Orlando. If you're planning to buy or sell, give me a call and I'll help you with any information you need or whatever you feel like that. Because this is targeted to people who's already somehow done something with you, either visited your website or your Facebook page or is in your contact book.
And when you're creating those audiences, is there a way, I understand you use your Google Contacts to add your audience. Is there a way to just add your current Google friends as an audience?
You mean Facebook friends?
Yeah, sorry, Facebook friends.
No, there's not. There's a way to add people who's been visited. If you use your personal Facebook page as your business page, I think if you choose, let me show you. Come on, custom audience. I think if you choose this option, Facebook page,
Okay, yeah.
they
okay.
should be targeted.
Great, that works.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that audience page and click video?
Yep. You can choose to target people who.
So these
Sorry?
are these are videos that you actually put on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
So
all of that section here. This one down here is meta sources. So that's any meta product. So it's your Instagram account, your Facebook page, any event you created, or anything you created in a meta product like Facebook or Instagram, not YouTube or Google or somewhere else.
yeah. So to touch on what Shirley was talking about, you could do maybe like a quick video, like if you want to target market sellers, you could say top 3 things to get top dollar for your house, and
Yes.
do that, a couple minute video, whatever, a quick video, post that video out, and then you can go ahead and utilize that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So you can choose when you do the video, which I think is pretty interesting. You can select how long you want them to watch your videos. Do I only want to target people who actually watch the whole thing? Or do I want to just target people who basically just accidentally clicked on it? Like that would be what I call the 3 seconds of your video. Or you can do it by percentage. Or you could do all of it. I don't think you do all of it in one go. No, yes, you can actually. I didn't realize. Yeah. So you can just basically say anyone who's ever even thought about watching my video, to go back to what Jody said in the beginning, as long as you just think about it, will be there. And then you have to just give it a name and go on, and then you have it. And the good thing is that these meta audiences, they actually, as long as you use them in an ad, all of these down here, they automatically always update. Once you created one audience in that category, you don't have to do anything else. They will, as long as you keep using it, then Facebook will go in and update that list every time somebody new looks at one of your videos or interacts with your page or whatever the criterion for being on the list is.
What about the on Facebook listings? Is that like, let's say you posted a property for sale, a listing or something maybe?
I think that's marketplace.
You want to click it real quick?
Yep.
Well, technically you can post a property on marketplace, can't you?
You can, and you should, because it's free advertising.
And then anybody that basically engaged with that listing, you can retarget.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So, and you should, I mean, talk about that. I don't do it because I keep forgetting, but every time you have a listing, you should put it in the marketplace because it's 100% free. And you'd be surprised who, I mean, I ran just for fun, I ran just an ad that says, I have a first time home buyers program. By the way, I don't have one, but I just like to give people advice on buying their first home. I have not had any first time home buyers from that. Well, I had a lot of people asking about information, but nobody ever managed to get to the point where I had an appointment with them, but I actually managed to get a listing out of it, believe it or not. So
Nice.
you never know what can come out of marketplace. So marketplace is, like I said, it's free, so it's good to use. And like you said, you could retarget them using this. Anything else?
No, thanks for going through this though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, oh, and one thing, like I said, these ones automatically update. I would upload my full contact database every month, every other month. It doesn't matter if they're already on, if they're already been uploaded once. Facebook will automatically filter out the ones that they already have. So if you, like you saw how quickly it was to download your Google contacts, just download them once a month and upload them to Facebook, all of them, and then the list will be updated that way. Same with the CRM or MailChimp or whatever you have of other databases, once a month, every other month, however often you think it's necessary, because especially your Google contacts or whatever contact system you use, you get a lot of new contact every time somebody writes to you. If you use Google Mail and you respond to them, they are automatically added to your contact base. So anybody you've been in contact with will be on there. So keep updating that list. It's awfully quiet here.
The joy of hosting the sessions.
I know.
I thought it was super great and informative. Thank you, Ben. And I obviously, if anyone has any other questions, I'm sure they can reach out to you directly even on it.
Yes. And I'm working on a project for up until now. It's taken me about a month and I'm not even halfway there, but I am working on it because Facebook ads are good. The leads are coming are good. They're just long-term leads and need nurturing. But and I would like to show you guys how to run effective Facebook ads, because that can be done. And the lead costs, I've gotten it down below $1 a lead, sometimes $1.80 a lead. So, and there's a lot of ways, so you need to have a good follow-up system, which is why it's taking me so long time to create this, because you need to have the whole story, not just part of the story.
I did a Facebook ad webinar, and what she said, well, it was one of those through the 3 weeks long or something, but she says just start making content, just start making videos so that you can use them down the road, just saying, hey, thanks, like enjoyed really meeting you, that kind of stuff, so that are generic, so you can replug them in later down the road, but you have a go-to generics. So
yeah, I agree. But if you're spending money on running ads on Facebook, you need to run the right ads, because some ads will cost you $8 a lead, $12 leads, $15 a leads, and those leads are just as good as the ones you can get at 87 cents or $1.25. So, and any online advertising is numbers game, and a matter of nurturing those people, because most people respond to these ads when they're maybe 1-2 years, maybe 6 months out before they want to buy anything. So it's a long project. So So you might as well get as many as possible to work with. But like I said, that's for another time. Any other questions?
I don't think so.
No,
Thanks, Ben.
yeah, thanks, Ben.
Right.
Thank you very much.
So do we have any other things we need to talk about today?
Can we confirm next week's roundtable?
Well, it's in his calendar.
Do you feel good confirming that one? All right, we are hoping to have, if you guys forgot about him, it's our other attorney, Danny. He is the one that used to be with Freck. He's obviously really, really good, really thorough, and usually brings something awesome to the table. So he will be joining us next Tuesday.
Yeah. And all he told me was that he had a meeting the other day about something really interesting that he wanted to share with us, but I have no idea what it is.
Sweet. All right, awesome. Well, we'll let everyone get back to their day. Thanks so much for making the time today. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Ben, again, and we will see you all next week.
Yes, see you next week. And I should actually have last week's roundtable uploaded today. It's taking me a while to get that video done, but it should be uploaded today.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Great.
Ben.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks. Bye.